Perfect.
Hey guys, what's going on? This car with Beagler Bass Fishing. I haven't did a video in a while. Kind of took some time off, just personal stuff and, you know, just personal things. So with everything going on in the world, which I'm not going to get into, because honestly this is not a political channel, a lot of people are carrying backpack rifles. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about small backpack rifles, and the main reason for this video is how to make an Endomag, which I'll show you in a second, a 30 round mag go into a 20 round mag. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with what an Endomag is, okay, this is a typical 30 round pmag, 5.56 .223. Now, this is for a 5.56 .223 round, obviously. If you wanted to pretty much shoot 9mm out of this, you buy something called an Endomag. Mean Arms sells it. This is the Endomag conversion, okay? You can get a pretty good look at it. What it basically does is you take out the guts of your 30 round mag, you shove this in there, and you could shoot 9mm. Basically what you would do is you would take your Endomag apart. Gone. And you would, I don't have one because part of this video was to show you how to make them smaller, and I actually made mine smaller, so I don't really have one to show you, but this is what it looks like. And you would slide that pretty much in, and then put your cap on, and you'll be able to shoot 9mm. I have one of these pmags. Now, there are other options on the market to be able to shoot 9mm. You can get 9mm lower, all this kind of stuff, but that's not the route I wanted to go. I wanted to go with a regular 5.56 lower, so I can pretty much use any upper on it. So on that lower, if it's a dedicated 9, you can only shoot 9 on it. So if you get a lower, let me show you what lower is. Backpack gun. This is your lower of your AR-15. If you have a lower that is a 5.56 lower or a standard lower, you can pretty much shoot anything in the AR-15 platform. So, you know, you could, as long as you change your upper, you can shoot, you know, 300 blackout, 5.56, whatever. So I just converted the mag to be able to work with this lower, so you can shoot 9mm out. Okay, so here we go. This is my backpack gun. This is an AR-9 custom built. As you see, we have a pmag here. 20 round pmag. We'll put this down for now. Now, when you use the 30 round pmags, the problem is that they are so heavy. You got 30 rounds in there. You're trying to have a backpack gun. All right. You have it in there. You got about that much length. Okay. And you got a lot of weight. So you're trying to make a backpack gun, trying to make it lighter. You want to use 20 rounds. Honestly, 20 rounds, 30 rounds is no big difference. If you're in a battle and you've already shot 20 rounds, he's putting a new mag in because it's going down. So you got the difference here. You got that versus that size. So, you know, the way I keep mine is 20 round mag, easy backpack gun deploying, okay? Now the meaning of the video here. So a lot of guys want to know how to convert the 30 round pmag, Endomag, into a 20 round mag. Honestly, it's pretty simple. I'm going to go through it with you right now. A couple things you're going to need. One, you're going to need an Endomag for Mean Arms. Okay? A lot of people have had feed issue with these things. Let me tell you something. Mean Arms is awesome to work with, great customer service. A lot of times if you had feed problems or your bolt carrier group getting stuck, it's because, you know, you have to do a little bit of sanding to your feed ramp. It's very simple to do. If you guys want to learn how to do it, you can send me an email. I can send you documentation on how to do it that I got directly from Mean Arms. But if you sand it down and you screw one up, send it back to Mean Arms, send you a new one free. Even if you destroy this thing, they'll send you a new one. So that's, I don't get paid by pmag. This is not a plug. Do what you want. This is what I use. So you get your pmag, okay? And you get a 20 round pmag magazine. I like using the Gen 3s because they're just newer, but you can use a Gen 2 or Gen 3. All right, now I'm going to pop all the rounds out of here. All right, I'll pop all 20 rounds out, which I should do before the video because I'm just wasting time. But I'll pop all 20 rounds out of here. All right, got 20 rounds out of the pmag, all right? What you're going to need to do this, let me get back to it, is your 20 round mag, your Endomag, a tape measure, some Gorilla Glue, blue top Gorilla Glue, and a saw. You can use a Dremel. It's not going to cut it straight. I cut my pieces on a bandsaw, which works very good, okay? So I'm going to take this mag apart. Now, when you get the pmag here, it's all one piece. It's one concealed unit. This mod, to get the spring off and do it right, you're going to have to turn it into 2 separate pieces or 3 separate pieces to make this thing work. So I'm going to take mine apart. And those of you who have an Endomag already know what it looks like. But I'll show you what it looks like when you take it apart, okay? So I'm going to take this Endomag apart, okay? Top comes off, all right? Let me take off that, okay? Now this piece usually is it's usually a single piece. It's usually attached, but now it's off. We disconnected, okay? Here's your spring, and here's the other piece that's in there. And normally this is all connected down, but it's apart now, okay? Your main area right here. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're going to take your Endomag, which looks like this, okay, and you're gonna cut it down so it fits. So what I did was, took my Endomag main piece. After you dismantle it, you'll figure out how to dismantle it. It's not that hard. After you dismantle it, okay, I cut mine, all right, if we can just, let me see if I can get to zoom in there. There we go, all right. Where I cut mine at, I'll do a measurement. The total length from the top to here, that is your total length. Okay, let me get the focus. All right. So that comes out to the bottom square piece right here, from the top, that comes out to 4 3/4. Okay, so from here to here is 4 3/4. Okay, I cut mine right here, all right? Then the leftover piece I trimmed down and glued it back together with Gorilla Glue. And then sanded it down, okay? This piece right here that's attached, you want to cut it even with this. So that's pretty simple. That piece, done. Your spring, you want to cut your spring down, okay? What you want to cut off of your spring is 2 rungs. You want to cut off that much of your spring. I cut it from the bottom. Don't cut it at the top, cut it from the bottom. Look at the way the rungs go and cut it where it could just drop down and sit right in. You're gonna have to bend this piece a little bit to fit back in, but this is how much you cut off, okay? Now, in your Endomag, you take it apart, you have these 2 pieces here, okay? You slide this out. You wanna cut this down to a length. This is what locks your Endomag in place. You see I have tape on mine. The reason why there's tape on mine is because I glued it with Gorilla Glue and then I put tape on it to hold it in place so it dries. The glue is just on there, okay? The measurement on this piece, from this tip right here, okay, to the bottom, okay, is about 5.5 inches, okay? From here to here is about 5.5 inches. I'll put it on camera for you to see. All right. And get to focus. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go. All right. What I did, I cut mine about right here. Then I cut a little bit off of that and glued it back together with Gorilla Glue. Blue top Gorilla Glue. Now you got that piece. Once you got that done and you got your spring cut, it's simple. Put it back together. So what you do is you take this first, okay? This is the first and foremost thing you do. You take this piece, all right? You slide it back in, all right? Stick your finger in, let it click. Put your pieces back over, okay? And there you go. Next thing you do, you take that piece right there, all right, you get to focus, and you slide that bad boy right in there the way it was, all right? Next thing you do, you take your spring, put your spring back on the same way it was. Fairly simple, okay? There you go. Now I have this already cut down for a 30 round mag, so when you get your Endomag, yours should be cut. I actually trimmed it up an 1/8 of an inch more, so when it doesn't bottom out. All right. Then what you do, all right, you take your stuff and you slide it back in. So you take this, you slide her back in. All right, now you want to make sure that you slide it in. See how that little piece right there is in the inside of the spring, okay? The piece that you cut, you want to be in the inside of the spring. So you want it to look like this when you slide it in, okay? When you slide it in, you want this bad boy to look like that. Inside. You want this inside the spring when you slide it inside, okay? That's what it should look like as you're sliding it in. So I'm going to put this back in. Okay, first piece in. Lock it. Over. Done deal. Then, remember like I told you. Next, you take your spring, which you cut down already. Okay? You put your spring into here and back in the way it was. Exactly the way it was. Alright, which is right like that. Now remember, you want to make sure this thing stays in here, and you want to make sure your other piece of plastic is sitting inside here. Because if not, if you keep it on the outside, the springs will bind up on it. You want it to kind of stay exactly looking like that, how both pieces are in, okay? Now what you do, like I said, keep both them plastic pieces in as I'm sliding it, okay? I got both them plastic pieces in there. All right, and you want to press it down. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do, but you want to press it down. All right. Then, well, you want to put this on. Now, when this sits in here, you want to make sure this thing sits in here, okay? And you want to make sure that the plastic piece coming up through here rests right here, okay? Because if you have this on the outside, it's going to catch your spring, okay? So, one plastic piece coming up here, one plastic piece coming up here in front of this. Now you slide in and put it back together. Careful to keep the pieces like I told you. Put your back in. All right. All right. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And you want to get your, well, I'm doing it in a second. There we go. All right, and you want to get your lock piece in, which is right here. It slides up, okay, and you lock it right there, and that's locked in, okay? Now, this right here is not really locked in, so just hold your finger over it. Then once you got your finger over it, you slide that back in. There you go. It's not that hard. You want to make sure you measure a couple times before you cut, dude. Because if you cut, 35 bucks per Endomag. Alright, so now we'll load them up. See how easy it goes in. See if anything binds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I only have 19 shells in there, but it holds 20. 20 in there, okay? These are Blazer, regular Blazer ammo. And here's how you can tell if you're gonna cycle, okay? Put it in. I'll do this for the camera, I'm gonna make a mess, but here's how you can tell. One cycled. Here we go, ready? Cycled all 20. Bolt open. Nothing stuck in there. There is now nothing in here. This is now an empty firearm. I will take the magazine out, and the firearm is now empty. Safety was on. As you've seen, I just racked and dry loaded, if you want to call it, 20 rounds. Nothing got stuck, nothing got jammed. Bolt carrier group didn't get jammed because you have to sand your feed ramps. Okay? See that feed ramp? It's sanded to fit my bolt carrier group. I have instructions that I can send you on how to do this. The people at Mean Arms are awesome, but they are not making a 20 round mag, nor do they plan to anytime soon. I hope this video helped a lot of people. I really wanted to get a 20 round mag for my backpack gun. This works. I just showed you it works. I went outside and I did a full mag dump yesterday. 20 round mag dump, not one jam. So, any other questions, feel free to let me know. And I hope this video helped a lot of people, because this is a big thing that I searched for a long time to figure out how to do, and I couldn't do it. All right. Another thing too, we'll be getting back to the fishing videos. Like I said, I took some time off, got burned out. Right now, I might be. If you guys want to see more preparedness stuff, man, I got EDC packs and preparedness stuff. I could do more videos on it because it is an outdoors channel also. If you guys want that, man, let me know, man. I'd be glad to do, show you my EDC, show you my backpack, and the way I carry my gun and stuff like that. Any other questions, feel free to just email me. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe to this, and please pass this video around to all the groups so people know how to do this. I could not find one video. I could not find one bit of information online of how to do this. This is the video how to do. I'm the first one on YouTube to put this video up. Any questions? Feel free to send me an email, beaglerbashfin@gmail.com. For now, just relax, enjoy the environment, go with the flow. The world has things going on. Smile all the time. Beagler Bass Fishing, out.